Assalamualaikum viewers. Thank you very much for the subscription of my channel. I'm extremely grateful to you that every day the subscribers number is increasing. So today we are going to discuss hoarding disorder. I think that majority of the people don't know this disorder, what does disorder means, but they are suffering from disorder. What is hoarding disorder basically? This is acquisition of various things and acquisition of bulk of the things. Either the person needs those things or not, but he is used to keep lot of things at his workplace or at his home, and he would love to buy those particular things. For example, if someone is going for the grocery, either he needs it or not, he would be buying the bulk of the things, and he would be bringing it home, and he would be keeping in the kitchen, and his kitchen will be overlapped, and his all of his kitchen and rest of the places will be overlapped with the extreme level of the acquisition of the things. This was the first level of the hoarding, that people are possessing massive things, a larger number of the things or the object in the greater quantity. Either that is their kitchen or that is their sitting room. Their whole area would be filled with various objects, and they would be having bulk of the things, and nothing will be organized in placing of those particular things. Whenever we have a look at the various malls and we look at the various shelves of the shopping malls, but everything is being placed in a normal pace. Everything is being placed according to the requirement of the customers. But whenever all those things are brought in the houses and the homes of the people who don't contain such a big space at their home, that is known as the hoarding disorder. They hoard the things, either they need it or not, and there is the acquisition of various things. They would be acquiring and keep on buying and placing the things and keeping the things without discarding them. For example, there is always an expiry date of the particular objects, but even then such people don't discard the things, and they are having the clutters. Specific term clutter is being used for the hoarding disorder. Their houses will be filled with the various things. There is not a single thing with which they have filled their houses. There would be various things. There could be the books, there could be the dresses, there could be the jewelry, there could be cosmetics, there would be grocery, there would be various things which are available in the market. They will be keeping all those things in their small and the compact houses. This term basically it was introduced in the DSM-5. DSM-5 is Diagnostic Statistical Manual by the American Psychological Association. Till DSM-4, no one knows about it. What is hoarding disorder? This is the new discovery of disorder, and which was done because of the various researches, because people were suffering from this disorder. And I need to elaborate it. Diseases and the disorders are not discovered by the doctors. These are discovered by the patients and by the clients, because whenever a frequent number of the people are suffering from the particular disease or particular disorder, this invites all those researchers to conduct the researches on their behavior, on their symptoms, on the causes of those various type of the disorders. So American Psychological Association also discovered, and they have given a complete description of it along with the introduction of the hoarding disorder, what causes it, and what are the other psychological disorders which can occur due to this hoarding disorder. We can simply say that it is also being associated with OCD, because this is the persistent keeping of something. Individual is persistently keeping various things, various objects, either he need it or not, and his house will be overlapping with various stuffs, and there will be mess all around, and there will be no organization, and it would be just like a dustbin place, because of everywhere things are scattered, there are the clutters. So if we look behind the history of those people, the individual of those people who are suffering from the hoarding disorder, we need to go back in their childhood, because this hoarding disorder symptoms can emerge even in their childhood. And such children are keeping the various things in their rooms, and whenever their parents say clear up your room, organize your rooms, they will be giving the lame excuses to their parents that we are very busy, we can do it, we cannot manage it. So these are the excuses, and this later on persisting in their personality, and this will be going afterwards eh, and converting it into the hoarding disorders. And whenever they grow up, they will be keeping the bulks of the things, and they will never discard it, either they need it or not. They never want to discard such things. This is the biggest thing, this is the biggest issue, because their house is messed up. Whenever there could be some social issue which can arise, because whenever the guest will come, they would having no place to um, sit there, because they are suffering from the hoarding disorder. And it is not necessary that a whole family is suffering from the hoarding disorder. Rather, if there is a single person within the family who is suffering from the hoarding disorder, this would be a biggest thing, and it would be a very troublesome for the rest of the members of the family. Now, I need to make this point very clear. Those children who are collecting the coins, are collecting the shells, are collecting the various objects of their own choice, are they suffering from the hoarding disorder? No, they are not suffering from the hoarding disorder, because they are only collecting the single thing, that is their hobby. But hoarding disorder will be converted in their later years, in the adulthood, in their teenage, in their adolescent, in and this could be also experienced within the middle-aged people and elderly people. They are more having acquisition of the various things, and they never want to discard these things, and they don't want to declutter it, and they would be giving various reasons for it. So we can motivate them that you need to discard all of those things. We psychologists have conducted various researches on it, and they have associated this hoarding disorder later on with the OCD as well. Then they have secondly associated with ADHD syndrome. ADHD syndrome is attention deficit syndrome, and they are associating it with the various other disorders as well, and it can later on leads towards the various anxiety disorders, and it will be developing the personality disorders as well, because they are unable to control this situation of the hoarding disorder. So this point is clear, that the children who are having the hobby of collecting various things, that is not a hoarding disorder. I myself have conducted a research, and I have reached at the conclusion, at the point that the elderly people suffer more from the hoarding disorder as compared to the younger people. And now I would let you know that what are the levels of the hoarding disorders. There are 5 levels of the hoarding disorder. What are those levels? Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. In the level 1, people would love to buy the grocery, and their kitchen will be overwhelmed. Their shelves, their cabinets, their everything will be overwhelmed and overstocked with the various things. They would be keeping it, and they never see either the expiry of that particular object, or the eatable is gone or not. Second level is hoarding in the washrooms, and mostly people are keeping so much things. Those who are suffering from the hoarding disorder, they will be keeping a lot of things, and their washrooms will be filled with various toothpaste, various brushes, various perfumes, various deodorants, various cosmetic products, and so many other things that there wouldn't be any place left. This is the second level. The third level of the hoarding disorder is that if that is their bedroom, everything would be scattered. Everything would be here and there would be no place even on the bed. And they would be keeping a number of the things even on their bed, and they can hardly sleep on that particular bed. The fourth level is their living room. Their tables will be overlapped, all the stuff and the things are here and there, and everything is disorganized and everything is messed up, and that looks so untidy, that it doesn't seem nice whenever some guests come, and whenever there comes some neighbor, they would be feeling so much embarrassed to see the situation. But the hoarder is the person who is suffering from that particular situation, who is suffering from that particular disorder, because he is so much stick to those things that he thinks it a normal thing. But the rest of the people feel so much upset with his this habit, and they want to get rid of it, and the rest of the family members, they will be very upset on his behavior, and they want to make it clear, they want to get rid of the unnecessary things, they want to discard all those things. But the hoarder want to keep it. Why hoarder want to keep it? There are few reasons of why hoarders want to keep all those things. One is he would be giving the justification of the sentimental value. He would say that I do have the sentimental value for that particular product, but that is a single product. The second justification is he would also be saying that um, all these belongings, all these furniture was bought my dear one. That's why I cannot discard it all. I cannot declutter it because this was bought by the elderly person and by our forefathers. And second reason they would be giving you, the second justification they would be giving you, that is the family values. And some of the objects, we can take the example of the furniture, we can take the example of the old houses, we can give the example of the various other things which were being transferred from generation to generation to their next generation, and they are keeping the bulk of the things in their houses, and they don't want to discard it. Even there is no fashion of those furnitures, even there is no fashion of those particular things that are gone outdated, but they don't want to leave these things because of the hoarding disorder. That is the familial values. This is the second reason. Because of their family values, they don't want to discard it. And years after years, such things would be there in their houses, and their houses would be overpowered with all these things, and there would be overlapping of everything in their houses. So the third reason is that they they are developing OCD. Whenever they are developing OCD, they are the hoarders. Hoarders are basically those people who are keeping the bulk of the things, and they don't want to discard those things. The third reason is that is because of their innate in their nature, and they have acquired this thing from their genetics, because his parent was keeping the things. That's why they have acquired this drive of keeping the things, and they are keeping those things, and they don't want to discard it, they don't want to declutter it, they don't want to clear their house, and they are very disorganized people. Their everything would be messed up, and they don't want to get rid of all those things. Now, how to deal with the hoarders? It's very difficult to deal with the hoarders, because whenever the rest of the family members, they are forcing them to discard all those things, they are reluctant to discard all those things, because this is built in their nature. They don't want to waste their things, they don't want to waste their belongings. And sometimes it happens that people keep the storage of the various things because they think that in the coming years it will be going at the high price, it will be more valuable in the coming years. But if we say that if such people, if the hoarders are buying the gold, that the price of the gold will go up, then we cannot say that that person is a hoarder. And I'm sure that people cannot buy such a big quantity of the gold to be a hoarder. So if they are buying the daily usage things and they are keeping the bulk and the bulk of the things, that is known as the hoarders. And those people, if there is a single person within the within the family who is the hoarder, they would be making the hazard to the rest of the family members, and they are doing haphazardly, they are placing the things haphazardly. There would be no organization, there would be no symmetry in placing the things. Rather, everything would be in a very disorganized way, in a very disorganized manner. So these are the things, but these are the levels of the hoarding disorder. These are the various associations which psychological disorders the hoarders are associating. I have told you they may develop OCD or attention deficit syndrome, ADHD. These are the things which can be associated with the hoarders. But the thing is, how to treat those hoarders? Before discussing the treatment, I need to discuss which culture hoarding is common. If we look at the culture of the England, there are few people who are suffering from this hoarding disorder. Even in America, there are some people who are suffering from the hoarding disorder. That's why they have to include this within the DSM-4. But I personally feel that the Asian people and the elderly people, they are more developing the hoarding disorder because they don't want to discard the things. They don't want to remove the things which are transformed from their parents and the ancestors, and there are always big bulk of the such things who are keeping it and who are giving the value to those particular things. So hoarding disorder is in every country, in every culture, and in every in both of the genders. But when we make the comparison, which gender is suffering more from hoarding disorder? According to the researchers, male are suffering more from the hoarding disorder. They don't want to discard the thing. And what's the reason behind it? Maybe they lack something while they were rearing in their early childhood. They were deprived of various things. That's why they later on developed hoarding disorder to fulfill their shortcomings of the life, to fulfill the various deprivation and the complexes of their life. They would be developing hoarding disorder in the later life. But female are suffering less from the hoarding disorder. I have observed in the Asian culture that the female are suffering more from the hoarding disorder. They are keep on shopping and they are buying the things and they are overloading their houses and they are keeping so much things. Either they need it or not. Whenever we people go to the market, we if something is eye catching or something is attractive, we would be buying that product. But this is somehow normality. But if the houses are overloaded with such things, then it is known as the hoarding disorder, and it is more common in the Asian culture as compared to the rest of the countries, because they are having the small houses and the small compact flats which cannot contain such a big bulk of the various things. Now moving toward the treatment of the hoarding disorder. What is the treatment of the hoarding disorder? Medication is very important for the hoarding disorder. Medication should be done. Then second is uh, cognitive behavior therapy, which is very successful for the this hoarding disorder. And if frequently these sessions of the cognitive behavioral therapy is being done, these people can get rid of um, hoarding disorder. But whenever they are convinced, it would be a bigger problem how to clear their houses, because their houses will be overloaded with the various unnecessary things and such things which are overpowering their houses and overloading their houses. I hope you would like this video. Till the next video, Allah Hafiz.